There's my canvas today. How's it going? It's Sunday. Uh, Today's the day I try and relax because I got to get up early tomorrow and be to work by 2:45 in the morning to unload the Michaels truck. Every Monday we unload that truck to fill this store. Okay. I'm gonna. I got some earth tones out today. They're kind of light. The greens aren't as dark. I got a cerulean blue that I put white in. I made my own gray today with black. It's not Payne's gray. I got black up here if I decide to darken that green. I only have two colors of green: burnt umber, yellow ochre. Somehow I got green in that yellow ochre, so there's a little green in there. I made some orange ochre. How you do that, take a little yellow ochre and just add just a little bit of red to it. Then you get orange ochre. But those are the colors I'm using on a violet. Believe it or not, this is a violet undertone on there. I also covered over a painting. I never finished it, and uh, I didn't think it would look good if I tried to come back, a month later and try and finish it. So I just decided to do another one over it. And it's Sunday, and I just want to have fun since I got to go to bed early here pretty soon. I'm going to kind of lay this out for you. I have some kind of idea. Uh, I think I'm going to lay it out with a light gray. So I'm going to bring the horizon maybe up, maybe here. That's the horizon there. But what I'm going to do kind of like what I did yesterday. I want the mountains to, I want to have this flat here, and I'll have a mountain here, and then I want them to start getting bigger, uh, coming this way. So they're going to look like they did on the one, the painting I did uh, yesterday. We'll have the mountain kind of going off into the distance here, okay? And then I don't know what this is going to be down here. You could do anything down here then. You could put a beach down here. You can make this water, put some foreground. I don't know yet, but now that I got this laid out, I'm going to throw my blue up there. Just going to have fun today. I'm not going to really explain much because it's pretty much, I just showed you all the colors. This is violet. Uh, I gessoed, it's a violet gesso, okay? And this is that cerulean blue with some white in it. I'm going to do the sky like I did last night. While it's wet, I'm going to throw some, not too much gray, just a little gray up in here. A little white. I'm hoping it like creates some kind of storm going on up there or something. I'm try and let some of the purple show through, so maybe I shouldn't cover it so good. Yeah, the weather's been so nice here in Seattle lately. We got this like warm front coming through, but I think it's supposed to start. We might have a chance of rain come tomorrow. I'm not sure. So this is acrylic paint. I don't know if I put it in the title, but if you're interested in, you know, subscribing, go ahead and do so. I got a lot of cool videos up, and these I'm painting these fairly simple, so like anybody could follow along with me. And even if you follow along, your painting's going to come out a little different. That's what I like about landscapes. Your colors will be different. Your placement of the mountains will be different. Uh, but overall, you should get like just the design is what I'm after, you know. So this design's pretty simple so far. It just has a few mountains coming to the front, and I don't know what's going to happen down here yet, but that's what's fun about landscapes. All right, so the mountains, I made my own gray, so I'm gonna I'm using this is an acrylic brush as well. It's a filbert. I think it's a number 12, 10 or 12. I'm using it just to get all my color in. I usually get the color down that I want, and then I'll start painting. Okay, I'm gonna try and hit this kind of light because I want some of that purple. I want some of the purple to come through, and I think it will. I think it will come through. Once I start scratching it with a knife and put snow up there. I want some of the underpaint to show through. I did that one last night with green underpaint, and it really came out good. The green really uh, started coming through pretty good. This acrylic paint, and what I do, I'll wet my brush a little and grab some paint and throw it up there just to get the color of the mountain in. I'm not. This isn't the finished product here. This is just the underpaint. Okay. You don't have to put the paint I'm doing now. You don't have to make it look perfect just yet. Okay. Just get your. I'm getting the color down. That's what I'm doing. And you can work your mountains a little with your brush. This paint dries fast, so I mean, the sky's already dry. So what's good about acrylic paint I think I'm going to make this a hill instead of the end of a mountain. See, I was going to put another mountain top over here coming down, but I'm going to make that some kind of hill. So there I got 4 peaks. Looks pretty good. It's been a pretty much a long day for me. I just kind of got home. I was watching my friend. My friends went out of town for the weekend, and I was taking care of their dog. So I had to go there early this morning and feed him, and I just got done giving him his late food, and because I'm not going to go back there tonight, and then they should be back pretty soon to let him outside. But Kramer's his name. It's a cool dog. Kramer. Yeah, I've known Kramer since they got Kramer as a puppy. So there's some cool looking mountaintops there. I'm just kind of working them a little, trying to get some things in there that your eye might see and give you an idea where to put the snow and stuff. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm trying to think what I want back here now on this horizon. This far horizon. I want to make that a little straighter though. Uh, I'm going to use, believe it or not, I think I'm going to use yellow ochre. This is yellow ochre back here. Uh, and I'm going to work it into the bottom of these mountains here a little bit by just blending it into the bottom of the mountain here. Just a little. And not sure what it's going to be. I'm going to grab a little bit of my orange ochre now with a wet, kind of with like a wet brush, and add some orange ochre in here. Change up the flavor a bit. I add a little bit of burnt umber now, and put some shadows in here. Still using the same brush. I'm still working the underpaint. Okay. This all can change depending on what I put in here. I don't know if you guys are watching football. Who's your favorite teams? Well, I was born in Chicago, so I mean, I've always been a Bears fan, but You know, I haven't lived there for years, and then I actually lived in Las Vegas, but I I had already moved here before, you know, they got the Raiders team, so I can't really be a Raiders fan because I don't live there anymore. Now I'm in Seattle, so I guess you could say I'm a Seattle Seahawks fan. You know. I'm gonna put a green hill here just because I want to get some color going in here real quick. I don't know if I said I mixed how I got my greens. I mixed the cerulean blue with yellow. And I did a light green and a darker green. Maybe over here I'll have some kind of a rocky shelf here. I'm going to put water down here. Uh, I'll use the rest of the blue that I have. It's always nice to have water in your scene. You could put a duck down here or something. All right, there we go. There's the all the paint's done, the underpaint. We'll see what happens. See if any of that purple starts showing up here in a little bit. I'm not sure if it's the best layout, so let me. I'll start putting some snow up here and make the mountains look cool, and maybe things will change up a bit. I know it doesn't look like much now, but it's because I haven't really tried. I'm just getting some color down. Let's put some snow on these peaks here. And then we'll get some action going here. Just get a little bit of white on your knife and lightly pull it down. I kind of wiggle it a little. It helps get the breaks in there. Now it's starting to take shape. You see that? It's a tall peak. That is a tall peak. I might have to maybe put another peak in here somewhere. We'll see what happens. Try and let some of the gray show through. Don't cover it. Don't cover it totally with white. Okay. Wow, it's starting to look good. I really like it now. I always say that, huh? You can get a little blue. So then I got water, a lot of water on my palette for some reason here. I got just enough blue left to, but it's really light to do the shadow side. Let me see if it's going to be dark enough. Yeah, it'll be dark enough. I'm going to do this far mountain back there with this tiny part of the knife. And pull it to the left. If you've been watching my videos for the last month, I've been doing my mountains with a brush. And I just started using the knife again on the last 2 or 3 videos. Okay? Because the knife work, it really makes the mountains look real. The way I'm showing you how to do these paintings right now is I'm trying to make them look real, okay? And if you want to start doing, I think it's good to learn how to do this kind of landscape, and then you can, once you learn the style, you can break off and start doing your own style, you know. Because I mean, there's a lot of different styles out there. Some people like to do a landscape, and it looks more like a cartoon or something. I'm trying to make this acrylic paint look like oil paint is what I'm doing. And you're going to pick up your own style too. Um, I think painting is almost like writing, your handwriting. So you're going to pick up your own style, and it's going to look unique. This is a light blue I'm using. Uh, you don't have to have this side break as much. This side is in the shadow. The sun's hitting more over here, and this would be kind of in the shade a little bit. Still getting some light because it's daytime. Look at that. It's starting to take shape now, huh? As you come forward to this one, I this blue could be a little darker now, okay? But I don't have any more blue left, so I'm gonna just do it the same. Just gonna use the same color. The knife work, it's really easy with acrylic paint. It's a lot easier than oil paint because you can actually, I think you can work it better. One thing, oil is it's kind of slippery, I guess you'd say, and that's looking really good. I kind of want to put a little blue right in here, see, between this one and that one, to make it look like an extra peak up there. So what I would do is get a little color on my knife and just add a little blue in there. Maybe it'll look like an extra peak up in there. All these little spots you can hit with blue if you want to take your time, and it'll add more stuff to your mountain. Look at that. I really like that. It's looking pretty good. I want to hit this right here with a little more snow right on this guy here. So I'm going to grab a little more white and just lighten that up a bit on the top. Just like that. There we go. Just stand back and look at the painting, and add whatever you want in there. Thinking right here I could add a little more uh, white. Here, watch, I'll show you what you can do. Because this mountain would have been is really tall. We can add a little more white right here, like this. And then get some of your blue and put the blue just to the left of it and underneath it. Create another shelf in there. Just like that. Alright, that's all I'm going to do on the mountain for now. I think that looks cool. Looks really cool. It's time to run my, I'm going to run some water forward from way back there. Actually, these rivers would come out and probably tie in to a one river here going out the side, but make it a, I think I'm gonna make it a pathway, and then maybe put a few pathways going up. I don't know if I should put this in yet because I haven't worked this ground yet, but let's just see what it looks like. Some kind of trail coming from way back there. Some of these trails could like end up, you know, going off into the canyon here and here. I'll think about it. That looks pretty good. I like it. Looks really good. I'm gonna put a few trees in right now. I might add a little black to my green so I can make some dark evergreen trees here. Just a little. Sometimes when you throw a tree in there, it helps you design it. Because I'm not really sure what I want to do with this yet. But if I put a few trees here, I think it'll help with the idea. Let me put in some bushes here. All right, let me run a tree up here real quick. I've been doing lives for the last, I think, couple weeks because I haven't done a video in a while because I just like that the live it it uploads as soon as I'm done. It just uploads on YouTube. And since I don't know, I got over 1,000 subscribers, but I don't know how to. I don't know how to do commercials and all that stuff. So if you see commercials on my videos, it's because YouTube is putting them on there. But eventually, what I want to do, they said I could start. Eventually, I want to start selling some of the originals. Like if one goes viral, say for some reason, I one of my videos gets like, you know, 1 million views. Uh, I might put that painting up for like auction or something. If that ends up happening, but that way you could have an original painting. I don't sell prints, so it's either the original or nothing. Or you can paint it yourself. I'm showing you how I do it right here. But if you're an art collector, you know, it's always nice to have the original. I don't know why collectors would uh, would want a print. You know, I got this print here. Uh, this is a sketch by a famous artist, but it's just a print of a pencil sketch. Uh, and it came with paperwork and everything. I got it at a yard sale for like $20. I'm sure the guy who originally bought it paid probably a lot of money for it through one of those art channels, you know. Trying to find the paperwork on that because I do have the paperwork for that print. That's just a print though, but I mean, the only reason I bought it because it was like $20. So, but see how I put these trees here now? You can get an idea of what to do now. Wow, look at how that dark color looks so good over this yellow ochre and orange ochre, and this is burnt umber there. Man, I really like this contrast here. I'm like, my eyes just love dark on that color for some reason. I know it's probably needs to be lightened up, but I just like the way it looks. Looks amazing. So I think I'm gonna put a few uh, trees going over the top onto this mountain over here now. Uh, Let's do that. Let's see what it looks like over on this side now. I just put a. Let's see. How do I want to run this hill? Maybe back this way with these bushes this time. I think. Yeah. And then let me move the camera to this side so I can do these a little better. So we'll put a few trees coming right onto the mountain here. Look at that. I think it's going to look good. It's really dark, but I'll be able to lighten those trees up if I want to. There's a Korean evergreen tree that kind of goes like that, more straight out. I believe that's what it's called, the Korean evergreen tree. Try and lighten up this green a little bit here. I think it looks all right. I think those could have been a little smaller. You fill this side in and then I'll continue on. The reason I do these type of trees because they're quicker for the video. Okay. And they're easy to learn, that type of tree. All right, there we go. So now I got some trees in there. Looks pretty good. All I really like that. We got to bring some kind of grass down here though. It doesn't look right having just a straight line there. There we go. You create the hill. You can create the hill with some dark color. Give the hill some grade coming down now. All right, very good. I'll continue this here a little more. Some shadows. I'm going to line my water with either trees or bushes. It's looking pretty good. Where am I at? 47 minutes. Wow. I think I like it so far. It's looking pretty good. This one you could also, if you wanted to make these trees a lot taller and go into the sky, you could do that. But it's going to would pull that hill real close to you. So I'm trying to keep this thing with some depth, you know. So you have to, since these trees are, so if a person was down here standing, they'd be really small down here, right? So you got to keep that in mind. You don't want to put, like, say you put a log cabin down here. You don't want the log cabin to be like too big, because then it wouldn't fit with the size of those trees. You got to keep all that in mind when you're designing your painting as you go, you know. Let me just put some small bushes down here on the water's edge. How I'm going to do that is just kind of stamp in some bushes down here with the fan brush. Let the fan brush do the work. Just like that. And at the very bottom, while it's wet, pull the bottom one direction. This one you could pull to the left over here. Just pull the bottom. It's going to create some groundwork. Look at that. How quick they got those bushes in there. You could pull these up if you want to. Just with the corner of your fan brush, just pull up very small. Okay, to get some different looks down there in the bushes. Just like that. Not too much. Wow. This is looking pretty good. This could be the shore down here. So I'm going to finish this little thing right here. I'm going to do this like it's the mountain up there, okay? Uh, I'm going to glaze it first. I'm going to take a clean brush and get a clean paper towel and kind of dry it off a little bit. I'm going to use the orange ochre that I made and wet your brush a little. Get a little bit of that yellow ochre on your brush. Get it to run almost like watercolor. And let's glaze this down here with this orange ochre. Just a light glaze on this hill. There we go. Just to change the color from gray to now it looks almost like a beach maybe. All right, I like that. We're moving along. Moving along. Moving along. I'm going to lighten up the distance here with white. Let that soak in for a little bit. We'll see how it looks. I'm not too talkative right now because I know I got to go to bed soon. So we got a lot of light coming in here. You see how the mountains are very bright. So that looks like the sun is hitting right there, right? So I'm going to glaze this hill with some yellow. Take a clean brush and just wet it. And I'll actually grab my palette so you can see. So this is wet, and just get a little bit of the yellow out there like this, and get a little bit of yellow on there like that. It's almost like water, okay? And we're going to come up here and glaze this hill with yellow. Just where you think the sun's hitting. Probably up here on the top for sure, and maybe halfway down the mountain or the hill. Just like that. Leave this alone down here. And that's going to end up soaking in a little bit so we could check it later. This looks good now back there. If you want something to look far away, you got to, lighten it up. Okay? Because you're not going to, if you're out there in nature, you're not going to see the color back there. It's either going to look gray or white. So even I can see some of my yellow ochre up there. The only way you'd be able to see that if those were like distant hilltops, maybe. You could also do this, glaze that whole same principle. Get a wet brush, and I'm going to get some white. Get some white on it, and what we're going to do is glaze the sky and the back part of that with white. Just glaze it. Even on around the mountains. Try and make the mountains look further back. The light glaze over it of white. Just like that. You don't have to do these front ones because they're out front. It probably needs a little more glazing, but I'm going to leave it like that for now. But that's how you would do that if you wanted this to look further back. After it dries, you glaze it, and then it'll get lighter, okay? I haven't done, I'm going to do the water now because I don't know what I'm going to do on the sky yet. I'm still trying to pick out clouds up there. I can see a lot of things already going on up here with clouds, the way I painted it in there. But this will need some attention eventually. So on the water, I'm going to use a knife, and I'm going to pick out the bottom of the shoreline here. And the way I do it, I'll run my knife at the bottom of the shoreline, just like that. Let me get some more white. Just a little bit. And start here and just pull to the right and follow your shoreline. Adjust your knife. You can even pull some of the water out like this where it's in line. This is pretty much straight across here. So I'm just going to run a white water line straight across there. Doesn't that look cool? I call it water. I'm just adding water to it. You can add more lines out here by just take your knife and keep the knife straight, and it's almost like putting the snow up there, but you're just running your knife horizontal in the water. Just like that. That's just the easy way to do it, okay? You can actually take your knife and make it look like there's water is jumping around out there, but I'm not going to do that right now. On this shoreline, it's the same principle as I did here, but it's backwards now, and you got to go this way. I'm going to use the small edge of the knife here. Just like that. Can run some water up onto the beach a little bit here. Run some water up on this grass. All right, guys, I'm getting tired. What time is it? 1 hour. I guess I should put some, I'm going to try and put some clouds up there. I'm going to try to put the clouds up there and then with a knife and then use a brush on them. See what happens. Let me do one and see if I like it. So this is going to, our distance is over here. The big clouds will be over here above this guy, and then they'll get smaller as they go down, okay? Let me put a small cloud here. Grab a brush. It's a little wet and kind of blend it down a little bit. Let's make a bigger one right here. I'm kind of following what's already here. Okay. We got some kind of thing going on here. I kind of like it, so I'm going to follow it. And then we got, I could see a big cloud right here. Something like that. Trying to make it look like, you know, they're going into the distance there. I'm going to add a little gray now to uh, the bottom of some of these. Just a little gray. There we go. Good enough for now. At least I got some clouds up there for you. I kind of like those clouds. They look kind of cool. Definitely different. There's so many ways to make clouds. You should if you should try and come up with your own style of clouds, you know, because I mean there is like a million ways to do them. I mean I like the fluffy ones. I do those quite a bit. The round fluffy ones. People tend to like that style. Those are the ones I sell a lot of. These kind of look, you know, natural to me. Let's put a bird kind of getting ready to come through this canyon here. Need one over here. Wow, it's looking good. I think I'm going to end it. I think I'm over an hour now. Uh, Let me take a look at it, and I'll kind of finish it up and put a community post. Wow, it's looking pretty good. Something different. I think it'll sell. I kind of like the way it's going off into the distance there. I'll probably put a few trees down here in the middle, evergreen trees, and then put some rocks down here on this beach and put some bushes right here. That's about it, but overall I like it. And I might glaze this back here, this whole area, to make it this look further back. But all right, guys, thanks for watching, and this color here, I like this dark color on this yellow ochre, orange ochre, and burnt umber mixture there. Wow. All right, have a good Sunday, and we'll see you soon.